see if I can show you where I'm at. I'm actually in Eden, Idaho, at a place called the Oasis. They've got a new construction on here. It's a AmBest truck stop. There's a pretty good amount of parking. There's also, I don't know if you can see in my rearview mirror there, but there's also parking in behind me. So it's got a lot of parking here. It's on I-84 in Eden, Idaho. Anyway, I am sitting here on my 34-hour break, and I'm trying to upload a video that I recorded last night, and for some reason it's taken forever. I think what it is the camera on this iPhone takes video quality that's so high that it makes a mega file, and trying to upload that mega file just takes forever. So anyway, we'll try this with a live version instead, and we'll see how we do. I have let's see if I can show you this. I have a camper. A camper is backing in next to me here, and I'm always real cautious with these four-wheelers because they don't. This guy's doing a pretty decent job though. They're not necessarily the best of drivers out there always. Anyway, what do you do on a 34-hour break? Somebody in their infinite wisdom in Washington, D.C. has decided that a truck driver can only drive so many hours a day, and they can only drive so many hours in an 8-day or a 7-day period. So here we go with these people never drove a truck. They drive their car maybe back and forth to their office in Washington, D.C. And they get so tired because they get stuck in a traffic jam somewhere around Washington. And they think that that's what truck drivers do. Truck drivers are seasoned, and we're accustomed to driving every day. Every day, that's what we do. Anyway, I see a truck going by, and I believe he's got a Ukrainian flag on the side of his truck. So that kind of startled me there for a minute. Anyway, somebody in their infinite wisdom in Washington, D.C. thinks it's a great idea that after 70 hours, not of necessarily of driving, but 70 hours of on-time duty, that you need to pull over and take 34 hours off. Now, where they got the 34 hours beats the heck out of me. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. I am within the rules and regulations of law here, and I am taking a 34-hour break. Now, last night I got out and I walked over to it's in the 20s here, the low 20s, like 21 or 22 degrees outside. The wind is blowing at least 40 miles an hour, so the wind chill factor and it's just cold here. So last night I got out whenever I parked for a little while, and I got out and I went inside and looked around, and it's a typical truck stop. You know, they got all the same stuff, and no matter what brand you go to, none of them has anything that is different except for White's truck stop that's over in Raffine, Virginia, and the I-80 truck stop that's in Iowa, Walcott, Iowa. Those two truck stops have different stuff in them because they're so big. They got everything you can dream of in there. And actually, I want to go back to the one in Walcott, the I-80 in Walcott, Iowa. They had something that I really wanted. They have this film that sticks to the window, and you can peel it right off. And you can see through it as well. It's like a tinted window, but it's not the whole deal, and it's not permanent. You can take it off, fold it up, put it away. If you happen to be driving, most of the time you're driving westbound, the sun's to the south of you, and it's shining in this side window, and man, it's nice to have something that you can see through that just sticks to the window. So anyway, they had it there. I have not seen that at any other truck stop. But what else do you do? I cleaned out my truck today. I organized, I don't know if you can tell, my clothes up there. That bunk on the top bunk, it does not have a mattress in there, so I just use that as a storage shelf, and I keep my clothes up there. Mainly that's what I have. I've got a gas grill up there. I've got a electric oven, although I don't think that this inverter will handle it, so I haven't even. Anyway, I've got a frying pan that's more like a warming pan. I bought that, and that didn't exactly work out either. Anyway, that's mainly for clothes up there. I have gone from a real tight 44 waist. I was actually starting to wear 46-inch waist pants. Whenever I started with CRETE, I am now in a 38, and they are loose. So I have all these pants up here that are 46, 44, 42s, and 40s that I went through this morning, and I've got about 24 pair of them that I need to donate to Goodwill or throw them away, one or the other. Anyway, I have lost a ton of weight. Those of you that have been watching my videos, when I started with this, you'll notice how big my head, my neck. I was an old big head, but my neck and everything was so big, and now it's loose. I got this turkey gobbler thing here. And anyway, I understand that'll go away and tighten up in time, I'm hoping, but I have lost a bunch of weight. I was at 254 pounds. I'm now, I haven't weighed in the last couple of weeks, but the last time I weighed fully dressed, I was at 209. So in my skivvies, I would be somewhere around 200. I'm probably in the 190s now. I have lost a considerable amount of weight. I'm doing that by mainly watching my calories, but I'm also real strict on myself about carbs. And carbs can be hidden in all kinds of things. Even some vegetables are loaded with carbs, so you have to watch that as well. But my weight is just totally on a downhill slide. So anyway, I cleaned out my truck this morning. This foreigner guy come up, and he parked next to me, an owner-operator from India, real nice young guy, come and asked me if I had a broom that he could borrow. Well, I don't have a broom. Let's show you. Hang on. I bought this blower a while back. This blower, it's battery operated, and man, you talking about, I don't even break out a sweat to clean out one of my trailers. To sweep out a trailer, I just blow it out instead. So anyway, that's one of the best investments I ever made. When it's 95 degrees outside, or 100 and something degrees, and you're down in the South, Georgia, Florida, even somewhere in Tennessee, or high temperatures. I was in Missouri last year and had to sweep out a trailer, and it almost 100 degrees. So you can do it in a hurry. and do it actually better than you can with a broom. You can do it with that blower. So just blow it out the back up to a dumpster, and blow it all right in the dumpster, and you don't have to touch it. It's easy. So anyway, what else do I do? I've got the rest of the day. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. I woke up about 6 o'clock this morning, wide awake, and I have been sitting here trying to entertain myself. I've caught up on all the latest propaganda and news that the news agencies are putting out. I watched a bunch of the videos from CPAC last night, so now I'm kind of out of things to do. So what do? In their infinite wisdom in Washington, D.C., I want to know what it is they think that we do. We as truck drivers, what do we do on a 34-hour reset? What is it? I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm over 2,000 miles away from home. I'm in my truck that I cannot leave. So what do they think I do? What is it that they think I do on a 34-hour reset? I've heard of some guys that, they'll park at a company terminal somewhere, call an Uber and go get drunk. But, I can't even do that. What is it that they think that we do on a 34-hour reset that makes us all refreshed and ready to go again? I don't know. Anyway, I can still make an on-time delivery after doing this 34-hour reset. I'll get started about 5 o'clock in the morning, and by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I hope to have this load delivered in Lebanon, Oregon. That's where I'm headed. So anyway, it's like 450 miles away from here. But, that's to the fuel stop. It's a little further than that. It's like 600 or something miles. Anyway, what is it that you do? I want to know what other drivers do. When you're on a 34-hour reset, do you go back there and sleep? I mean, I caught up on my sleep last night. I don't need any more sleep. I don't play video games. I don't even have a TV in my truck. So, what is it? What is it that you do on a 34-hour reset? I'd like to hear from you other truckers that are watching this channel. What do you do? So I've entertained myself. I'm not going to get out and walk around. It is big time cold here. The wind blowing as hard as it's blowing, and it 21 degrees. I ain't gonna get out and roam around in this. What are you, crazy? I'm in a nice warm truck, and I just got to sit here in this truck in my driver's seat for 34 hours. I mean, I sleep. Last night I didn't even sleep 10 hours, but I got my regular night sleep, and I'll sleep again tonight. But what is it I do today that's going to make me all refreshed and ready to go? That's different than what I would do if I was driving down the road. I have another video that I'm going to do shortly. I watched one of these big truck channels that was talking about on time and off time and how you show log your time. I'm going to do a video on that before long, maybe my next video. So anyway, it's almost 15 minutes, and I think they cut me off at 15 minutes. So I got to go. If you're thinking about changing companies, CRETE is a great company. My driver code is HODKE. If you put that down whenever you call in, or when you're going through orientation. By the way, they pay you for orientation. That's what I'm going to do next. Anyway, I need to get off here. HODKE if you're thinking about coming to work for CRETE. Great company. You'll make a lot of money here. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Talk to you soon.